Has someone ever said something bad about you? Did you know there was someone in the Bible who had that problem? Let's go see what happened. After the people of Israel had left Egypt, they had to travel to the special land that God had for them. Do you know who God chose to lead the people of Israel there? It was Moses. The Bible says that God chose Moses to lead his people, even though Moses didn't feel like he'd be a good leader. But God didn't need someone who was good at leading. God wanted someone who was humble and would be willing to obey his directions. The Bible says, "Now the man Moses was very humble, more than all men who are on the face of the earth." Moses led the people of Israel through the wilderness. Can you imagine trying to keep thousands of people alive and happy while taking a trip to a hot, dry place? It was a hard job, and the people complained whenever they didn't like something. One day, the people started complaining because they wanted to have the food that they had had when they were in Egypt. In Egypt, the people were slaves. Now that doesn't sound very good. But now all they were thinking about was the food they had eaten. Complaining is something that God does not like at all. Complaining is saying that God is not a good provider and his gifts are not good enough. When the people complain, Moses asked God, why did he have to take care of all these people? Moses was discouraged. He had no idea how to give all the people the meat that they wanted. But God provided help for Moses by picking 70 of the leaders of Israel to lead with Moses. Moses could have been upset at God for putting people in charge with him. But Moses was humble and allowed God to appoint other leaders. And even though it seemed impossible, God sent meat for the Israelite people. All of them had meat to eat, but because they complained, they also get a very serious sickness as a punishment. In addition to the 70 men, Aaron and Miriam, Moses' older brother and sister, also helped Moses. But after a while, they started to complain and talk bad about Moses too. They were envious, and they wanted to be in charge like Moses. So God called the 3 of them to come talk to him. Hey you, come here. God was angry with Aaron and Miriam because they did not respect the one he had chosen to be their leader. God told them that he had chosen Moses, and they were not to talk bad about him. To teach them to be humble, God gave Miriam a terrible sickness called leprosy. Aaron and Moses begged God to heal her, and God did. But Miriam had to stay out of the camp for 7 days because that's what she needed to remind her to be humble before God. If people talk bad about you, like the people did to Moses, you don't have to get mad or try to get back at them. You can tell God and trust that he will take care of it, even if we don't see how. 1 Peter 5:6 says, "Therefore humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time." So, if you're a child of God, I want to challenge you to show humility by asking God if the negative things others are saying are true, and if there's something you need to work on. If there is, be humble and learn from what they said. Like Moses, you can show humility even if others are saying bad things about you.